vertical session, Saturday edition. Today we're going to do some pistol squats. If you like or comment, I'll do some pistol squats, and we are just talking about the 5 a.m. squat club today. So I'm going to start warming it up, and feel free to join in or give me some comments so that we'll do some pistols for you. So first thing I'm going to do is just put my feet under my hips. Together. I'm going to start warming up some feet together squats here. Do up my strings here. What that's popping there. All right. So we're going to go feet together and just warming up the squat. Starting to get a couple reps in, feet together, warming up the squat. We will be getting some single leg squats here in just a sec. Oh, we've already got a like. So we'll get our first one in. Make sure you say hi in the comments. Let me know that you're there. But we're going to go one. Actually, I'm going to keep warming up. I will keep that squat for you in a sec. But we got to get warm. I'm going to get some air squats here. If you're new to the squat, you can think about feet underneath the shoulders, hips back and down, ideally till they're below the knees. And then stand it up, squeeze the butt. We're just going to warm it up with some air squats. Jody says, I'm going to do some with you. To a box though. Fantastic, Jody. Let's get it. Just warming it up here first. Getting into the ankles a little bit. Getting a little side to side. Get warm and get down on the ground. The pistol is one of those movements that, some people will avoid because it seems too hard on the joints. But understand that it can be scaled to any level, and that having some unilateral strength, balance on one side is pretty important. So let's see if we can get the first one here. I'm stronger on the left, so I'm going to go here, hip below the knee. There's one for the first like. So if you want to comment, I'll do a pistol. If you want to like, I'll do a pistol. We're here just getting some extra work in, preaching the word of the 5 a.m. squat club, functional fitness, high intensity, constant variance. I'm going to get one on the right just to balance out here. But give us a like, drop a comment, and we'll get some more work for you. In the meantime, we're going to get some air squats. Because this is the 5 a.m. squat club and we squat. Because if you don't squat, you can't do squat. So keep squatting, hit the like button, and we will do some pistols. Give me a comment, talk shit, whatever you'd like. If you've got questions about health and fitness, functional fitness, CrossFit, whatever you want, drop it in the comments. But hit that like button and we'll do some pistols. Good morning, Jabes. Good morning, Bouchard. Roger Bouchard. That looks like a crying face. What does that mean? I mean, you want me to do a pistol? Hit the like button and I'll give you a pistol. Hit the like button and we'll do some pistols. Pistol single leg squat, hit that like button, hit a comment. We'll do some for the comments here. I'm going to get a few on the right. See if I can get a double on the right here. Trying to get the hip below the knee. You probably can't see my foot not touching the ground there. Want to make sure that other foot stays off the ground as well. There's a double. Oh, we're just warming it up here. Get the hips warming. Welcome to the 5 a.m. squat club. If you are new, Adam, you are wearing gray shorts. Observant. All right, there's 3 likes. I'm going to get one more per side here. There's one on the left. And then back to the right. And there we go. There's 3 so far. We'll just keep air squatting in the meantime. Remember, if you're not squatting as part of your training, I've heard recently some people talking about not squatting. And maybe what that is they're talking about not barbell squatting or heavy squatting. But avoiding the squat altogether just seems like a recipe for incapacity. All right, there's another like on there. I think for now, while the likes are low, while we're warming up, I'll do one per side per like. So for the 4th like, there's the right leg. And there's the left. Oh, there's another like on there. So we'll keep it up. I'll do another one per side. Whoa. There's the right. And there's the left again for the 5th leg. So while you are hanging out, make sure you hit that like button, and I'll get some squats in the meantime, but we'll get some pistols when you hit that like button. Appreciate those comments this morning. Buddha love, good morning. Jody and Adam, good morning. Let's go and get this work in. I like it. I like that name. You working out this morning? Let's go get this work in. You can even just use this time to work on your squat, right? Thinking about what kind of range can I get? What kind of bottom position can I be in? Can I work that torso up higher? Can I pull the arms back? Keeping the knees out in line with the foot. What does your squat look like? You ever filmed yourself? Ever taken a picture of what your squat looks like? And are you working on improving? Or are you just going through the motions? I'm gonna get a couple burpees just to stay warm here. But if you put a like on that video, on this stream, we'll do some pistol squats. A pistol squat is just a squat on one leg. Hit that like button, and we are doing pistols for dollars. But not really dollars, just for likes. Jabes, you are shirtless with gray shorts and barefoot. Adam and I'm shirtless with red shorts and barefoot. Interesting, you're switching it up today. Red shorts, Jabes. We're going crazy. Strange stuff. So, likes get you a pistol. Yeah, I'm going to try to pronounce your name. Giuseppe Galopin. Good morning. What are you up to? You doing some squats with us? What are you saying? Do you exercise? We talk about functional movements here, CrossFit basically. It is crazy how it's true, Jabes. Hit that like button and you get pistol squats. 1 squat per like, single leg squat. Go ahead and hit the like button. We'll do some air squats in the meantime. I know you're watching. Press the like. If you want to talk fitness this morning, if you want to talk food, if you want to talk livestock, farming, and how that relates to the food you should be eating, let's get after it. Jabes says, yesterday I did squat jacks. I'm not sure I know what that is, Jabes. That's a new exercise for me. I'll have to see the video. Come on, let's get some likes on there. I'm going to get some pistols while we're waiting because I want to maintain that capacity, stay warm. Excuse me. You can even try a pause. Come down into that squat, hang out, keep that other foot off the floor, keep the knee in line with your foot, and then come on out. Oh, the pause pistols are real. Get a whole lot of hip flexor work in there, and then a lot of glutes, especially if you maintain reps on one side. They are good. And it's one of those things as well that the pistol squat, if you want to build leg strength and you don't have heavy weights like a barbell or whatnot, putting that much weight on a single leg and squatting is going to build big capacity if you don't have a barbell or anything heavy to do it with. All right, we got a 6th one there, so we're going to get our 2 pistols in, 1 per side. We're going to go right first, as it is my weaker side. That felt pretty good. And then we'll get 1 on the left as well. That's the easier side for me. Awesome. Hit the like button. We'll do more pistols. Talk fitness this morning if you've got questions. Right, there's a lot of people out there that we could talk 2 things. We could talk burpees. We could talk the variety in how you're training and making sure that you're not just doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. But at the same time, we could talk about standards. We could talk about, when you go and do a workout, what is the standard that you're holding yourself to for that movement? So say I'm doing a squat and it's like, well, is this a squat? Is this a squat? And are they all worth the same? And, does it matter that I do the same thing every time? In my opinion, yes. If you want to make sure you're getting better, you need to be able to measure what you're doing. And if sometimes you're doing squats to here and sometimes you're doing squats to there, when you count how many you do and you go back and retest, you have no idea. because the standard wasn't consistent. It works for everything, right? So say I'm doing a push-up and my standard is not set, and some reps I do this and some reps I come to the floor. It's like when I go back and assess if I'm making progress, I have no idea because I haven't maintained the same standard. And you will find this all over YouTube. You will see people doing movements and it's like half range. And it's like, well, what's the point? How do you count? How do you measure? How do you know if you're making progress? Unless the goal is just movement, I guess. But if you've got goals, you need to measure. And in order to measure, you need to have a standard. So, something to think about that in your training, what is the standard that you're trying to hit? So for example, for our pistols, and if you hit the like button, I'll do some extras, but what I'm looking for is that my hip ends up fully below the level of my knee. So if I drew a line across the top of my knee here, my hip is below it. That's my goal. And then at the top, I stand up fully so that I know that if I do that, I've hit the same standard for that squat every time. And then I can repeat it. And then I can make sure that I'm maintaining consistency and not wavering with my standard and not be able to measure my progress. So the standards that you keep for your movement are everything, right? I mean, when someone is talking trash about a standard, saying, hey, make sure you go all the way down or lock out the top, it's not because they want your reps to be better or your reps, you know what I mean? It's not a competition about that. It's about how can you measure if you don't do the same thing, if you don't have a standard. It's like, say you're playing a sport and one person thinks that scoring a goal involves kicking the ball out of bounds and another person thinks that it's kicking it into the net. You can't play a sport if you don't have the same standards, right? You don't know who wins if one team thinks that kicking the ball out gets a point and the other team thinks that kicking into the net gets a point. Does that make sense? So if we're doing pull-ups, right, and we're trying to measure how many pull-ups we can do, and one person's doing this, and then one person's doing some full range of motion, then you're not doing the same thing. It's impossible to measure and compare. So the standards that you keep for your movement are everything. And it's kind of like your standards in life as well, that if you don't hold yourself to something, how do you know if you're achieving it? What is the goal? And then how can you measure if you're getting there if you're not standardizing it? So let's get some more air squats because we don't want to stand around too much. But if you press that like button, I'm going to get in some pistols. We'll get into a single leg squat. Maybe I'll hang out down here while we chat a little bit. Hit that like button and we will get some pistol squats. You can think about working on your squat position while we do this, pulling the chest up while keeping the heels down, pulling the hips forwards, keeping that chest nice and upright. There's 12 people there. Hit that like button, team. Subscribe to the channel. We're here every morning, by the way. 5 a.m. Squat Club is a follow-along program that we do every single morning, that if you want to get fit, there's no question. It's so simple. You're going to get a wide variety of fitness. We're not just going to do the same thing over and over again. We're not going to do burpees in here every day. You're going to see a little bit of weightlifting, gymnastics, powerlifting, jumping, machine work, and in different combinations so that your body is always having to adapt. If you do the same thing over and over again, you get the same results and you get good at that one thing. But if you want to get broad, generally inclusively fit, then you have to change it up. You have to make sure that your weaknesses or your opportunities are getting addressed and worked on, as well as the things that you're good at or the things that you like. Because if I just take the things that I like and that's my fitness program, I'm going to get pretty good at that thing, but I'm going to have weaknesses. I'm going to have holes everywhere. So we make sure that our programming is always changing, always full body functional movements, and then we push the intensity so that we're always making progress with our fitness. Jody says, join in at 5 a.m. I'm 3 months in, lots of fun. Subscribe and tune in. Absolutely, absolutely. Jody is our leader. So hit the like button. We'll get some pistols this morning. or come on in and let's chat about fitness. Talk shit if you want. If you don't think CrossFit is any good, let's talk about it. If you think that high rocks is better or doing burpees all day, let's talk. We are here to discuss, to make progress with our fitness, and to make sure that we're being efficient towards our goals, towards our fitness, everything. So hit that like button. We'll get some more pistols in. Let's go for it. What are you guys doing on your Saturday morning? Start it with some work, start it with some progress, start it intentionally so that you're not just running around anxious for the rest of the day. Because action cures anxiety. If you are worried about something, instead of sitting around thinking about it, take action. Start taking the steps towards that thing, and then that action cures the anxiety. There's no more worries once you're making progress towards it. Even if you're not at the goal, any progress, as long as you're moving and making that progress, will take away the anxiety of not being at that goal. Hit the like button. We're doing pistols. I'm going to do a few on my own here so that I get some work in, whether you guys hit the like button or not. So here's the easy one on the left, and then the hard one on the right. Oh, that was pretty good. A little bit of crunch in the knees, but not bad. What are we up to this morning? Who's working out? Who's getting it in? CrossFit saves lives. I love it. I love it. We are slow this morning, but that's okay. I'm going to get a little Cossack going here. I'm going to get a little stretch. Might as well use this opportunity to open up. So a little Cossack squat there. If you hit that like button, we'll get in some pistol squats. We can talk about technique here if you want. Whoa, too much. Too much. Hit that like button for some pistols. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Squat Club. This is our post-workout session. We got our sandbag Saturday session in this morning at 5. It is now 6:30, and we're just getting some extra mobility and pistols in and preaching the word. So if you're here and you want to see some pistol squats, hit that like button. If you've got any questions about fitness, about health, about how to achieve your goals, how to raise meat potentially, how you should be eating more meat, any of these things. I'm going to get a couple more squats here though. Here's one on the left. I'm going to pause, hang out there. Grab the foot, we'll have a sip. Come on out, same thing on the right. Hit that like button, team. Smash that like button, and we'll get you some more pistols, some more work here. This is the hard one. And we're out. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 5 a.m. Squat Club. Every day we're here at 5 changing our lives. If you are just scrolling through, watching people on YouTube, stop. Get some work done. Make some progress. Be intentional about your time. So easy to keep scrolling, and make no progress. Carve out time in the morning. This is what we preach here. That you get up and you make your progress early so that later, if you get caught scrolling or you're not productive a little bit later, it's okay. You've made that progress. You've taken those steps in the morning. And then anxiety is low. Progress is simple. Life is better. When problems arise later in your day, you're not balancing. You're not trying to manage your expectations of what can I get done for this problem at the same time as, what am I trying to make progress on as well, and trying to get those both done. So carve it out early, and then it's simple. So whatever fires come up during the day, you have focus and attention for them versus being scattered and thinking about your goals that you may not be achieving. So get up, do it early, and then it's simple. All right, let's get a couple more squats. Stay warm here. Come on, team, come on in. Put a like on the stream, and we'll do some pistol squats. Maybe we'll just squat until we get a like. Squatting until we get a like. Squatting. Hopefully we don't get too many squats. How did the pistol become a CrossFit staple? That's a good question, Jody. To be honest, I do not know. That's, I don't have a good answer for you on that, unfortunately. I just figure it's probably, so I mean, here's my guess at it, right? Coach Glassman was a gymnastics coach. I would say that a pistol is probably a foundational movement in gymnastics, in just building proprioception and control and balance. So I figure that's probably where it came from. And realistically, like, its potential for building strength and power in a single leg is pretty unmatched. So I see why they would bring it in. So that's kind of my guess. So if you are new to pistols and you want to learn this, you could set up a chair or a box or a bench or something that you could work to, and just think, straighten that leg out in front of you, sit back to your target, and then back up. And then over time, increase that range of motion till eventually, you can fall right down, till eventually you can get the hip below the knee and then back up. But as you can see, that does take a lot of work as you are lifting your whole body weight up on that single leg. That warms it up. So hit that like button. We'll get some more pistols. I could do some handstand push-ups or something if you'd like as well. But hit that like button, team. Subscribe to the channel. Get on it, right? Get up early. Change your life. Make progress every morning. And feel good about it, right? Don't get caught in a rut of, I'll take today off, I'll start tomorrow. Do it now, right? Building the routine, building the habit is everything, even if not every day is perfect, right? I think this is maybe the key, that you don't need to have the perfect workout every day. And one perfect workout doesn't change anything either. What you want is consistency. You can have some days that are harder than others, more volume than others, heavier than others. As long as you maintain, though, and you create a habit. And if you don't even know, a habit is something that happens without thought. It's habitual, right? You can do it without having to put much concern or much planning into it. It's something that you kind of do automatically. So if you can create the habit of getting up and working out, and it doesn't even need to be at 5 a.m. as long as it's consistent, as long as you know that, hey, after this happens, after I eat breakfast, I work out. Or, we promote getting up and doing it pre-breakfast. Carve it out while the world is sleeping, because it's clarity, right? Like, it's quiet. You're able to focus. You're able to make that progress easily. So we always promote get up and do it early. Get up before the sun rises, because there's so much value in that quiet and that clarity. But then really just do it. Just do it over and over again. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be hard every day. Yes, challenge yourself, but not every day needs to be the biggest workout. Just take the steps, become consistent, and do it over time, and that's the key. So if you're here and you're new, hit that like button, and we are doing pistols for likes. So if you hit the like, I will do one single leg squat per leg for every like that you put on there. If you comment, that'll do it as well. I'll give you some pistols for comments. Excuse me. Come on in, ask some questions about fitness. If you're scrolling past and you haven't worked out today, get on it. Get your feet under your shoulders, sit her down and stand up. Do 50, do 100. But get moving, because if you don't, you won't. And if you won't, eventually you won't be able to. So move it or lose it. And this is not about building the biggest muscles or becoming the most jacked. It's about capacity for life. All right, we got another like there, so I'm going to go one pistol per side. Here's the right one, which is more challenging for me. Getting nice and low, and then back out. Nice balance. And then same thing on the other side. Hips back and down, and drive out. There you go. If you hit the like button, I'll do one more per side, per like. Let's go for it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, 5 a.m. Squat Club. It's like the 6:42 Squat Club right now. This is our live stream post-workout. Just trying to get a little bit more work in and trying to preach the gospel of the 5 a.m. Squat Club, which is discipline and taking action towards your goals. Right? It's about consistently getting up, doing the things that most people won't do because most people don't have the life that they want. Right? If you want to achieve something in your life, take action. It's as simple as that. It's not nearly as hard as the goal is that you see. It's as easy as the steps involved. And if you take step 1, day 1, step 2, day 2 is easier. And if you do step 2 on day 2, step 3 on day 3 is easier. And you develop the tools and the skills over time to achieve that goal. I don't know if I can say that. Ayomikungani. Good morning. If you hit that like button, I'll do some pistols for you. Pistol squats for likes, single leg squats for likes. I'll do one per side, per like. I'll even give you a couple if you want to hang out. I do workout every day at 6 a.m. Hey, that's fantastic. What kind of training do you do? And where are you? What time zone are you in? We are in Eastern Standard, and we're up every day at 5 o'clock. Every session involves a warm-up, some mindset prep, because if we're not clear here, good luck. We get some hard intensity for generally 10, sometimes a little bit longer than 10 minutes. We get some skill work in, and then you're set to go by 6 a.m. to make progress on whatever other goals you have in your life. I'm from Canada. Hey, no worry. No way, man. So am I. What province, what time zone? We are here in Ontario, so I'm in the Eastern time zone. So you may be the same time as us, unless you are a little bit further west. But fantastic. What kind of workouts do you do, man? You ever done a pistol squat? Hit that like button. I'll give you some more pistols. Hit the reactions there at the bottom as well. Show YouTube that this is something beneficial. Show them that you're liking this, and we will get some more pistol squats. Hit the like button. We'll do pistols. Hey, how do you deal with a situation when I have a productive morning, but then I have something that is trying to ruin my day? You know, like you feel the unusual heavy feeling inside that makes you do your vices. Oh, interesting question. Mex Capitals. Productive morning. Wow. So the way that I see this is you have to do the right thing in the morning, right? So if you're still there, Max, think about this. You have to picture in your mind, what does your perfect day look like, right? So all the things that you want in your life, what time do you wake up? Who's there? Where are you? What does it smell like, look like? What do you do first thing when you wake up? What do you do throughout your day? What do you not do then that you do now? And once you have that picture, what you have to do is design the steps in order to get there. So think about this. We use what we call the focusing question. So what one thing that I can do now will make all other things easier or unnecessary? So if I look at my goal and I know the one step that if I do over and over again, I'm going to get there, I ignore all the other things. So this is the key, Mex, is that you have to do the most important thing. And if you know that you've made that progress, it doesn't matter what happens during the rest of the day. You've already locked in the progress towards that thing. And as long as you keep doing that every morning and maintaining that step, then you're going to get to whatever big goal you have. And if you get to that big goal, those other little things that come up along the way are unimportant and they don't matter when you're working towards your goal. Does that make sense? Active. Okay, I missed something there. I do squat and push-up. Hey, that's a great start. What time zone are you in again? And then Max, I hear you. Always something lurking in the shadows. Or Max, what do you mean by that? What's lurking in the shadows? I'm curious about that a little bit more. But Ayomi-kun. I'm sorry for ruining your name if I am doing that. You should definitely consider joining us. You sound like you got the basics going with the squats and the push-ups. We'll make sure that you got a little bit more variety. Make sure that your fitness is nice and well-rounded without any holes. Good morning, team. 5 a.m. Squat Club here. Hit the like button. You'll get some pistol squats. We are talking about why you should be doing functional movements. We're talking about why you should be getting, I mean, this is pretty late right now, but why you should be getting up early to get your workout in, make your progress on your goals before the rest of your life gets in the way. Hit the like button. We'll do some pistols for you. If you got questions about health and fitness, there's one. All right, we're going right leg first. Hip below the knee, drive it back up, and then we'll go back to the left. Hip back and down, and back up. Excellent. Hit that like button. We'll do some more, post some more comments, and we will chat. Thank you, sir. Does that help? Does that kind of make it clear? So I'll give you an example here. Right now it's 6:47. Yeah, definitely join us someday. We're here every morning at 5 a.m. We'd love to have you join us. So what I was saying there, though, Max, is that, so I was going to do a pistol, but I lost it. Right. So maybe we'll use Jody's example here. My customer's always calling me with crazy scenarios. I'm always caught off guard. Managing customer satisfaction is nerve-wracking. Yeah. So we'll use anything as an example. I have this goal of growing this channel, right? This is the goal. And with that growth, ideally what we're going to end up with is a monetization strategy that will allow me to focus all my attention on this, and this will support our lifestyle. If I work on that every morning, right? If I do the steps, which really just involve me showing up and doing our regular session at 5 a.m., if I do that every day, that progress is going to lead to that goal. And then the other things that pop up or those other problems that I have during the day don't matter. Because as long as they're not taking away from my ability to make progress towards that thing, they don't matter. And I'm not saying don't do them and don't take care of them, right? If you've got customers that are asking for your attention, yeah, do that. Make sure that you address those things. But ideally, they don't cause the anxiety that they would, because you know that you've made that progress, right? And if you're making progress, I mean, life is less stressful if you know that you're working towards that thing. And the thing is up to you, right? Maybe the thing is just, developing a nice cohesive family life and home life. And as long as you're working towards that, maybe you're working on your mental health or you're working on your communication skills, whatever the task is that moves you towards that goal, as long as you're doing it, the anxiety is gone. But the key is having the right goal. I think that's it. That's everything. All right, let's get a couple more pistols, even though we're not getting any likes. Hit the like button there, team. There's 20 people on here, 8 likes. Hit the like button, and we will get some more pistol squats. I'm going to get some in anyways because I'm getting cold standing here. But hit the like button. Hit the like button. Tell YouTube that you want more pistols. Let's go right leg first, and then we'll go to the left. Oh, that was a good crack. It happens. I think we're probably getting too cold here, so I'm going to get in some more air squats while we are waiting for a like. Hit the like button, and I will do pistols. I eat healthy foods for workout. Okay, I like that. What does that look like? Eating whole foods, mostly meat, a little bit of fruit and veggies, meat and eggs. I'm going to get some burpees in here. We talk about natural foods. I talk about local, but I know that for most people that is unrealistic. But local, sustainable food, which for the most part means you're not sourcing your food from outside of your country. I mean, ideally, not even from outside of your, like province or state, 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers maybe. So we talk about that because that's sustainable. If your food is coming from across the world, I mean, how sustainable is that? How realistic is that can be done long term without doing damage to our planet, right? Without doing damage to our resources and, without getting to a place where we can no longer produce food. So I'm going to do some pistols because there are people here, but hit that like button. Let's do this. Let's see how many I can get on one side. There's 1, 2. We'll do a couple sets. 2, 3, 4. So crunchy. Oh, there's 5. I'm going to shake that out. We'll try for 5 on the other side as well. I eat eggs and vegetables with rice, and I drink milk. Not a bad start. The only problem is that you're the one in Canada, right? With being in Canada, the only kind of milk we have is pasteurized, grain-fed trash. Sorry, and I'm not talking trash about you, obviously, but our system is not set up for healthy milk. The fact that milk has to be pasteurized here in Canada it frustrates me, right? Everybody is lactose intolerant, but we're not really. We're just intolerant because the enzymes involved in breaking down those proteins are in the milk, right? And when we pasteurize it, we're boiling off all of those things that are necessary for the digestion of the dairy itself. And then not only that, I mean, the way that we raise dairy here in Canada is pretty abhorrent, right? The animals are always in a barn. They're being fed basically sugar in the form of corn and soybeans and all that, a high energy diet that's not their natural diet. So it's tough. I believe in milk, but it's tough here in Canada. And unless you're raising your own dairy animal or something, but that's unrealistic for most. Okay, I'm going to get a set of 5 here on the left if I can. But it sounds like you're pretty much on track there. I would see if I could get in some more meat, but that's moi. Okay, left side. There's 1. There's 2 with a crack. There's 3 with a crack. Whoa, 4, almost lost it. And 5. All right, we'll maybe see if we can get some bigger sets moving forward here, but I'm going to take a little shakeout. Hop on in, try some pistols with us. We're doing single leg squats here this morning, but talking about the 5 a.m. squat club. Not the 6 a.m. squat club. This is our later session. First session, 5 a.m. We do a full morning routine. We get up and prime our minds first. We get a good warm up in. We hit some intensity. And then we talk about how you need to make progress every morning in your life to reach the goals of your life, to reach your perfect day picture, whatever that is, of your perfect day life. So hit the like button. We will do some pistols. I have older brothers and older sisters and younger brothers, 3 to 6. Holy moly. You got some, is that lots of siblings? 3 to 6 is the number, or is that how old they are? Interesting. Yeah, we've moved out to a farm here so that we can raise our own protein. We raise all of our own animals that we eat because that's the way that we can get the best quality food for our family and not have to support the commodity meat system, which is raising animals in a way that I wouldn't agree with, that I would not prefer. So we do it ourselves, and it's a challenging endeavor. It's a lot more work than most people want to take on, but this is what we talk about. We talk about purpose here. We talk about you doing the things that are in line with who you're supposed to be and what the impact you're supposed to have on this world are. We are about big plans, big goals, and real shit. No superficial junk, no flashy anything. It's about making progress towards who you're supposed to be. So 6 brothers and 3 sisters. Holy, that is fantastic. I love it. I wish we had that many kids. You guys feel like you would do great on a farm. Press that like button if you're scrolling through. We'll get some pistol squats in. Come on and join us in the morning someday, 5 a.m. squat club. Let's go. Just going to alternate here for a bit, see what we can do. Let's go. Come on, team. Oh, those are so brutal. Holy. All right. Hit that like button. You can get some more. Coming up on 7 o'clock almost. We're another 3 or 4 minutes here. So if you want some more pistols, hit that like button. Join us every morning in the 5 a.m. Squat Club. We've got an active recovery session tomorrow morning at 5. 5 Eastern, we're here every day. So tomorrow, we're just gonna move the body, get the blood flowing a little bit, move through some positions that'll allow us to prepare for hitting it hard on Monday for the rest of the week. So consider joining us. We're here every day. I've been coaching fitness basically my whole life, almost 25 years now. I've owned a CrossFit gym since 2012. So over 13 years now, I've coached thousands of people. And this is what I do, right? This is my fitness program. It's basically all I do for myself. So if you're looking at getting a good, broad, general, inclusive fitness program, you're definitely in the right place. And we make it simple. You just show up, press play, and we're doing it with you every morning. So it's as simple as that. If you're not working out already, or you're not getting the results that you're looking for, we're here. We're here every day. Squatting, we don't squat every day. I mean, we get into a squat and do some warm-up squats at least every day. But we do a wide variety, constantly varied functional movements, executed at high intensity, changes every day. We make sure we push ourselves with intensity so that we're pushing our limits, that we're improving and not staying stagnant. When you do the same thing over and over again, your body gets good at that thing and has no need to improve. What? You talking about here, Jody? Nice Christmas tree in your front yard? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, there are a couple firs there, but they're maybe 30 feet tall. Wouldn't do super well in the house. I'm not a huge, I have been called the Grinch before. I'm not a huge Christmas guy, as much as the girls get into it. Yeah, and I also don't know how much I love the idea of killing a tree to put it in your house. Jeremy, good morning. What are you about? Tell us about your training. We're doing pistols for likes. If you want to hit that like button, I'll get a few in here anyways. There's one on the left. And there's one on the right. But if you hit that like button, I'll do a few more for you. But Jeremy, tell me about you. We are here every morning, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard. We do constantly varied functional movements, executed high intensity, call it CrossFit, if we're allowed. But not only that, we set the morning up for success. We set your day up for success by winning the morning, by priming our minds, right? We set ourselves straight with our thoughts first thing to make sure that we're intentional about our day and intentional about our thoughts and which ones we listen to. We prime the body with a with a warm-up. We hit some intensity with functional movements. And then we get clear and work on our major goals every day. Because when you make that action, when you take that step every day, those big goals, whatever they are, become very achievable because you just stack up the steps. You develop the skills and tools over time to achieve those goals. And then life is easier. Life is less anxious. Jeremy, join us. You want to do some pistols with us? Hit that like button. I'll get a couple for you here anyways. Jeremy, what kind of workouts do you do? What kind of training do you do now? What are your goals? Tell me your goals. There's one on the right. Let's get a couple on the right here. There's two. 3. I'm going to see if I can do 6 here. 4. 5. Lots of cracking. Hopefully you can't hear that. Oh, there's 6 on the weak side. Yeah, let's go. Oh. Ayo, Jody, do you do your workout? Yeah, Jody joins us every day. She's been 3 months almost. Every day, Jody is consistent. Jeremy, 300-pound, 360-pound bench, and 90-pound pit. Oh, I know who you are. Oh, gotcha. You did the, words, podcast with Spencer. Gotcha. And you do the heavy muscle ups as well, don't you? I like it. Jeremy, I got a set of rings yesterday. I ordered some stuff from Rogue for my birthday and half of it got lost. But it came in yesterday. I've got my rings, so that is going to start coming into our programming. At least some dips, if not some muscle up transitions. So it's coming. 90-pound pistol. Here, how do you hold the weight when you do some pistols? Maybe I'll try a couple. Do you hold it out in front, or do you put it on your back? What does that look like? Do you guys hate me because I'm too fat? Man, I don't even know you. I would be asking you that question. How do you feel about it? How is it affecting your life? Right? Is it hindering you from doing the things that you want to do in your life? And what is going to happen if you maintain that with your health? So I'm not going to like or dislike someone based on their body composition. I'm just the type of person that will say, hey, like, what are you doing about it? You know, if you're not happy with it, what are you going to do? Out in front with kettlebells. All right. Jeremy, you want me to try a couple here? Let's try a couple. I'm going to try just a light dumbbell first. We'll go 20 pounds. Do you do them on both legs? And do you do sets or just kind of singles is the goal? Let's try this. We'll try one. We'll try the left first because that's the good side. Here's a 20-pound dumbbell. Oh, that's easy. That actually feels easier than no weight. I'll try it on the bad side, though. Ooh. Yeah. All right, let's try a couple more. We'll step it up here, Jeremy, just for you. Just for you. Here's a 30-pound dumbbell. I only have up to 45, so that's as far as we're going to go on it. But we'll try. We'll keep going. It's snowing outside. Whoa, what province are you in, man? I don't think it's snowing here. No, we're pretty, it's wet out there, but above 0 for sure. Weight counterbalances, it does make it easier. I'm sure once you get to a certain weight, that probably goes away, but here we go. We're going to try 30. Go on the easy side first. Oh, yeah. There's the left. And there's the right. Okay, 2 for 2. The next step up is a bigger one, but we'll give it a go. We got a 45-pound dumbbell here. Wonder if it'd be easier with the kettlebell. We'll try the kettlebell just because that's what you do at home. Jeremy, you got 40. Well, I have no 40, so we're gonna try 45. You want to hit that like button? Maybe we'll do a couple more. Get it. If you want to make it harder, front rack it. Saleh. Good morning, Saleh. You do pistol squats? Tell me about it. Hit that like button. We'll do a couple more. All right. Hold it in the front rack, like just closer to you. Is that what you're saying, Saleh, as opposed to holding it out in front? Here, let's try this weight first. Out in front, and then maybe I'll keep it a little closer on the next one. All right, so here's the left leg. Whoa. I may have to redo that one, but we'll try the right here. Oh, yeah, that's heavier. That's pretty much, I feel like that's getting close to what I got. So 90 is for real. How much training do you do? You do a lot of training on the pistol, and like you've got a couple movements that you do regularly, right? Tell me about it. I like your abs for workout for your wife will love you. Oh man, I hope she can't hear me, but if that's all that she wanted, we'd be set, man. I got bigger issues than that. I like it though. I appreciate it. Like on your chest or in one hand racked, like you'd want to press it. All right, let's give her a go, Sully. But I'm going to try it lighter though. So we'll go. Sully, hit that like button. Let's get a like from you. Come on, I'm going to do this for you. Like so. I'm going to give her a go like this. In the front rack position, one head on the shoulder. How about that? We'll go left side. Yeah, it's harder than out in front for sure. Let's try it on the other side. This right side is just not as balanced. There we go, got the right side. Not bad, not bad. Sully, oh my God, don't kill me. I got it, Jody, it's okay. You guys hit the like button though, we're still at 8. Jabes, welcome back, there you go. Sully, what kind of training do you do? Tell me about it. I'll do more party tricks for you if you want. We're here doing pistol variations, pistol party tricks. I'll do some handstands for you if you want. Give me a like on the stream and we'll do some funny stuff. There we go. There's one. Okay, let's do this. Let's do, I'm going to do 2 per side with the dumbbell. So let's do this. We'll go 2 on the right first. No, we're not. Okay, we're going to try this again. We're back. Jeez. Hey, doesn't always go perfectly. There's 1. There's 2. All right, we'll try the same thing on the left, which shouldn't be as hard. Woo! The right. There's no joke. Sheem, you gotta lose it to find it. That is wisdom, my friend. That's a great point. Thanks for showing up, Sheem, but that is the truth. If you never crash your car, if you never find how fast you can go, if you never push your limits, how do you know? How do you know if you're able to improve from there? Perfect point, right? If you always work at this level and you're improving, if you don't test yourself, what if your capacity's up here and you're just working out down there? What happens if you're working out down there is that's the result you get and you never improve, right? You stay stagnant. So I love it. Get outside your comfort zone, push that capacity, push that limit, and that's where you're gonna see the improvement. If you're new here, like, subscribe. I have a dog. She is sleeping in. If you show up here at 5, you'll see I also have a dog, and she oftentimes makes this very challenging. I'm not sure where she is right now. She's she's out there with the girls. But we also have a dog, and she does not sleep through these sessions. Hit that like button. We'll get a couple more pistols in here. We'll get a couple more challenges. Let's. What else can we try? I'm going to try one with a bumper plate. How about that? So I'm going to hold the bumper plate out in front. See if I can get a pistol per side. Saleh, use a 5-pound plate under your heel. It'll feel a lot smoother. All right, so let's talk about that. That I'm not into. So Saleh, before I do that one, let's chat here. So I don't want it to feel smoother necessarily. I want it to feel, I don't want it to feel a certain way. I just want it to be a certain way. So if I put a plate under my heel, I'm limiting my dorsiflexion. So dorsiflexion is how much I can close the ankle, bringing the toes towards my shin. And if I don't work that dorsiflexion over time, I'm going to get stiff, right? So what I mean is, if I don't have that dorsiflexion, my squat looks like this, and I can't really get down there, versus if I close up those ankles, I can get into a better position. So what I don't want to do is use a plate as a crutch. So this is oftentimes what you'll see people do is they'll put the plates under their heels because they're lacking something in their squat. Whereas I would suggest let's work out those issues in the squat before we start trying to make it easier. If you're using the plate, to try to focus the tension more on a certain spot in the leg, sure. I don't necessarily aim for those things. My goal is just capacity to do things. and especially out in real life, right? So if I need to get into one of those positions and have some capacity kind of out of a single leg squat, out in the farm or whatever, I don't have a plate to put under my heel. I need to be able to have that capacity in real life. So I hope that answers that, Saleh. I don't love the plates under the heels. I own a gym and I try not to let anybody squat with plates under their heels, because what you're doing is putting a crutch under the underlying mobility limitation. All right, so I'm going to try a couple with the bumper plate here. Steering wheel, oh, that's actually pretty nice. The further you hold it away, the easier it is. I don't know if we got an extra like there. We're going to do a couple more. Hit that like button, team. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're here every morning at 5 doing a full morning routine session. This is just for fun. This is just extra work on top of our regular session. So if you want the full deal, show at 5 a.m. Eastern. We're getting late here. Join us every morning. We work through it together. Warm up, mindset prep, workout, stretch, clarity. Every morning. It's guided, it's led. It's kind of like we're doing a fitness class together. And the community, everybody working out together, is the accountability that you need to make your progress. Right? When you've got other people doing it with you, it's so much easier to stay on track, make sure that you show up, and actually achieve your goals. So join us every morning in the 5 a.m. Squat Club, because we do it together. So if you haven't liked, subscribed, please do so. Consider sharing this with somebody who needs a kick in the butt, who needs a little bit of direction, a little bit of consistency, a little bit of health, a little bit of fitness in their life. We're here for you. Jody says, oh, interesting. Were you talking about the dorsiflexion there? Jabe says, great job, my coach. Great job to you, Jabes. Sully says, I agree. I like it. Show me your moves. What kind of moves you want to see, Jabes? What do you want to see here? We're going to do another 30 seconds. We're going to call it a day here. That'll be about an hour. So I'm going to just finish off with some pistols. You can just hang out. You can do some with me. And then we're going to shut her down. But feel free to add some more likes there. Hit the reactions at the bottom of the chat. Tell YouTube that I should spread this out a little bit more. All right, we're going to do a few more alternating pistols, maybe 10. 1, 2. Uh-oh. I'm going to redo that one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to do a couple on the right here. Oh, maybe 10. Hit the like button if you're strolling through. Oh, think about subscribing to the 5 a.m. Squat Club. Like button, hit like button. Oh, trying to find some balance there on the right leg and left. Hey, got another like. I'm going to finish up another couple here for that last like. Thank you. If you've hit the like button, there's a couple more pistols for you. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, we're here every morning in the 5 a.m. Squat Club. Not doing this, sometimes it's this, but doing our full session. Mindset, prep, warm up, intensity, guided, coached, scalable to any level. And then we get clear and we're making progress on our goals by 6 o'clock. 6 to 7, assign yourself a chunk of work, undistracted. You add those up, it stacks up to the goals that you want. So we're gonna call her here. Show me your moves, like Captain Falcon says. I don't know who Captain Falcon is. Huh. I see you exercising. You're okay, Adam. Thanks. Thank you so much. I'll be back another day. You do this on a weekday mornings. We do it every day, man. Sheem, we do this every day. Every day at 5 a.m. Go back, check out some of the workouts if you want. But I will teach you how to do it, right? If you never used a barbell before, no worries, right? We start learning with a PVC stick. We'll learn we'll do cleans, we'll do snatches, we'll do overhead squats, all that kind of stuff, accessible to any level, right? I coach people from kids to mid-90s, and we all do it. So join us, man. We're here every day. We're with you. I have to go to college. Hey, I'm assuming that means like you're already registered. Although today's Saturday, so I don't know really what that means. I've got views on college every single day. Okay, hell yeah, I will go back in time. You are so awesome. Hey, Sheem, you're awesome, right? You're here trying to work on improving yourself. Hell yeah, that's about you. Come join us. We'll do it together. Love it. All right, team, we're going to call it here for today. Thanks for showing up for the vertical live stream. But remember, the main session, 5 a.m. Eastern every day. Tomorrow's active recovery, so we'll flush it out a little bit and hit it hard on Monday. Although we will be here for another vertical live stream after tomorrow's active recovery session. You guys are awesome. Have yourselves a fantastic day. Peace. Get after it.